If you want to take a new direction in your career, the biggest challenge doesn't have anything to do with your skills or experience. It's how people see you. You can't build a new path using an old identity. And a lot of people try to skip this part and jump straight into that new direction without trying to change how they're perceived. You might have years of experience, lots of transferable skills, and a clear idea of where you want to go. But if people still associate you with what you used to do, that's what you'll keep getting opportunities for. It takes some work to help people think about you for your new direction. And this is so important for coaches because coaches come from all walks of life. Some corporate, some creative, some from healthcare, and pretty much anything else you can think of. And when they want to begin coaching, they have to build a whole new personal brand, for want of a better term. Building up your old professional reputation might have taken years, decades even, but it doesn't have to take that long the second time around. But this is where a lot of people get frustrated because they expect the shift to happen quickly. You know, you update your LinkedIn profile, post a few things online, and have a couple of conversations, and you wonder why nothing has changed. Realistically, if you want to reposition yourself properly, you should expect it to take 6 to 12 months of focused effort. It's not complicated, but you're changing how people perceive you, and that just doesn't happen overnight. And that's your personal connections and your professional connections, online and offline. You've met a lot of people in the last 10 years, and the ones who remember you will have a rough idea of what category you fit into. We've got to unravel that association with the old you. Your current identity might be built on your job title and the organization you worked for, your past experience and the content that you shared about that old world that you belonged to. Inside your company, people understand the nuance of what you do, but outside of it, you get simplified into a broad label or category. Designer, manager, consultant, therapist, and those labels come with assumptions. Some are correct and some are way off. So when you try to move in a new direction, you're not starting from zero because you have all this useful experience, but you are starting from a fixed, incomplete, and simplified perception. Repositioning yourself isn't about reinventing who you are. It's about translating what you already know into something the outside world can understand and remember you for. You're taking everything you've learned and attaching it or reframing it around a new problem that you want to solve for a specific kind of person. That's what starts to create this new identity. So if you're serious about making this change, there's a link in the description to book a short call with me if you want some one-to-one help. But I do have some practical things for you to focus on here too. First, choose a clear direction. A lot of people never manage this because they want to keep their options open. They've got a lot of experience after all, and they don't want to limit themselves. But if you're not clear about what you do and who you help, no one else will be either. It doesn't have to be perfect from day one. It's not set in stone, but it does have to be clear enough that someone can understand it quickly. If they can, they know whether they need your help, or they'll think of you when someone they know has that problem. But if they can't, they'll forget you. Second, start building visible proof. Your experience and your resume is tied to your old identity. You now need to show people how you think about your new direction. And that could be writing, could be videos, frameworks and case studies, could be social media content, anything that takes what's in your head and makes it visible to other people. That's how people start to associate you with a new idea or niche or specialism, however you want to describe it. Third, be consistent. One post and an updated LinkedIn bio won't change anything. Even 10 posts probably won't. But a post a week talking about your new direction for 6 months is strong proof for someone who has the problem that you're good at solving. You need repetition because people won't update their perception of you instantly. They need to see the same themes and ideas and the same direction coming up again and again, explored from different angles and in depth. That's how people's mental Rolodex will change from James used to do X to James solves this kind of problem for this kind of person. And finally, be patient. There's going to be a lag between how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you. You'll be putting a lot of effort in and sharing ideas and trying to move forward. And for a while, it will feel like nothing's happening. But behind the scenes, people are slowly updating how they see you. And then the conversations change. People get curious about your new direction and they ask questions and they say, oh, I know someone who you should speak to. That's when you know it's working. So this is why building a body of work matters. You have to show proof that you can do what you say you're doing with your new direction. Otherwise, people will never bother to update their perception of you. When you have a visible collection of connected posts, videos, or articles, it gives people something to find, first of all, learn from, and come back to whenever they need it. And over time, you become associated with those ideas and frameworks and solving those kinds of problems. If you're ready to move in a new direction, give people a reason to update the label they've already put on you. There's nothing bad about that, we all do it, but when you prove to them that you've moved on, they'll find a new, more appropriate label for you. That's what determines what opportunities come your way, who reaches out to you, and whether people take you seriously in that new space. If you're willing to commit to it for the next 6 to 12 months, you can become whoever you want to be. And if you want some help figuring out your new direction and how to approach building that body of work, there's a link below to book a short call with me and we can map out your next steps. See you next time.